Welcome, Columbia High School, to the last edition of the student update for 2020. So it is now officially January 2021. Congratulations. Let's see, tomorrow is a Monday, January 4th, so that means it's a B day. And then we'll have for the next 2 weeks the normal kind of rotation of B day, A day, B day, A day, as you can see. Now, we will be closed on January 18th, of course, to commemorate Martin Luther King Day, and the district is closed. Now, starting January 19th, we will, tentatively scheduled, have our students return. We will begin the first week with only freshmen. Okay, so we're going to divide freshmen into two cohorts. The first cohort of freshmen who have signed up for the hybrid experience will come on January 19th on a B day, and then come on January 20th, right? Now, the cohort that's home, they will come in on January 21st for a B day, but they won't come on the 22nd because Fridays will be fully virtual moving forward. So instead of getting that A day on the 22nd, they'll get their A day on the 25th. Now, unfortunately, we had to postpone our grads return program for our juniors and seniors, and I know many of you were looking forward to that. Luckily, the Home and School Association is joining with us in helping us plan for a grads return, and we are hoping that it will be on January 22nd. So that's a fully virtual day for our juniors and seniors, and an A day for our freshmen and sophomores. So again, hybrid will begin for ninth graders on the 19th, and then on Wednesday the 27th, we will have a cohort one begin and that cohort one will be freshmen through senior year. So sophomores, juniors, and seniors, if you elect to go hybrid, this first day you can return on will be January 27th. Now, look, there's a lot of information about our return to school, and we'll have a special video dedicated to that will explain what the periods will look like, what school will look like, what hallways we will be using and staircases and all of that. But I just want you to know that for right now, tomorrow, it's a B day. Okay, so for the next 2 weeks, it's a business as usual. And again, you'll get more information on that. Right now, your parents, incidentally, we can't tell you what the cohorts are because your parents are completing their survey on whether you as students will return virtual or hybrid. And that information we'll spend the next 2 weeks to build those cohorts. So that's why we don't have that information right now. But again, we start on a B day. Again, you've seen this picture enough. Please make sure you are staying healthy by covering your mouth, washing your hands, keeping a social distance, and of course, staying home if you're sick. It's really, really important. This is the best way to keep ourselves safe. Now, I did mention that freshmen will be coming back on the 19th, the first freshman cohort. So in lieu of a freshman orientation, now, again, you'll have the run of the place freshman all by yourself, but still, in lieu of a freshman orientation, we're really asking you to watch this alumni video completed by our great student council members, so you can learn a lot about what the school looks like even before January 19th. So just keep a lookout for that. You can find the link in the PDF that was also emailed to you. Now, there is some bad news because we'll have more buses and we'll have more maintenance workers. A lot of the student parking lot will be used for that. So we can have no senior parking this year. The buses were in a town field that really just isn't conducive to our school buses. It was muddy and dirt. It wasn't concrete. And so if we want to keep our buses and our school equipment healthy, we're going to have to, at least for this year, figure a better way of where we can warehouse that equipment. And for now, we've been told that there'll be no senior parking. So unfortunately, I just want to let seniors know, give a couple weeks in advance before their start so they're well aware. Now, we do have some good news, and that is that winter sports, or as now we're calling it from the state, season 2 begins. So season 2 will start for basketball on January 11th, as well as in fencing. February 1st, we will start to see swimming and indoor track. So again, there will be only 4 sports in what they're calling season 2. That's basketball, fencing, swimming, and track. Oh, actually, the 5th sport is ice hockey. But again, Columbia, we have a co-opt with Nutley. And so as soon as we get information from Nutley, we'll be sharing that information with our hockey students. But here are the contacts for our coaches in-house. Please make sure that you reach out to those coaches if you have any questions. You did receive an email from Mr. Mullen today on Sunday that reminding you about your physicals. So please make sure that is completed. Season 3, which is neither winter or spring, will be wrestling and girls volleyball from the fall, if you recall. And those will be in-house in our building as well, and you'll get much more information as that comes closer. But right now, we have that information for our winter sports. Now, if you recall, we had a no spectator policy with students for the fall, and that will be the same case for winter. And we also may have to even be more strict in regards with parents, specifically because of the state requirements. So as we focus on that, I want to thank Mr. Mullen for making sure that all basketball games will be carried on a subscription basis. So what we have done is partnered with a company that will record or and live stream all of our boys and girls basketball games. We can do that in-house. So the same thing will happen with volleyball and wrestling during season 3. Right now, we're also trying to figure out how we can stream some of our fencing and swimming and indoor track meets. But for now, we definitely can control what's in our building, and we will be providing basketball streaming. Now, there is a subscription basis or a charge, but it would be probably, if you consider the monthly charge, it will probably be the same as if you went to all the basketball games and paid anyway. That information will be coming from Mr. Mullen's office once it has been completed. So keep out a lookout for that. But at the very least, you'll be able to follow our basketball team. So what happened at the end of the year? Just 2 quick events I want to point out. I want to thank Mrs. Butler for organizing a South Orange Middle School alumni tribute to Miss Grant, who just recently retired. Many of our students went out to a parade for her on the 23rd, as well as, made some nice, really sweet testimonials using Flipgrid. So thanks, Miss Butler, for allowing our students to really give a shout out to one of their great teachers from the middle school. I don't know about you if you're a astronomer or not, but Saturn and Jupiter had like a major convergence in mid to late December, right? They were the closest that they were ever. They've been since I think like the year 1200. One of our science teachers, Mr. Post, asked students if they wanted to climb all the way up the clock tower, and some students did to see the Saturn and Jupiter convergence, which was great. I actually, after they left, brought my daughters up as well so we could see the stars, and it was a really great evening and a really cool way of bringing science to life. So thank you, Mr. Post. Please make sure you see all the great work that our students are doing. in the cable, Columbia Cable News. So you can check out, there were 2 episodes, I think. They had like the best of 2020, and they also did a holiday episode. So if you go to the link down here, you can find both episodes. Let's see, student opportunities for contests. We have the 2021 Shakespeare Festival logo contest right there for you. So please make sure the deadline's on January 21st. You follow that, so you can help Mr. McPherson promote this incredible annual tradition. Okay? Let's see. We still have the Stand Up to Hate contest. This is a really great opportunity for you to participate, whether it's writing, video, or artwork. So, our students here at Columbia have such great art talents that I think we could totally steal this competition. So make sure you participate. Don't forget, I mentioned this last time, the South Orange Public Library has a Renee Watson event, best-selling author, on January 26th. So please make sure you participate. It's still never too late to join some clubs. So get out there, meet your classmates, click on the star to find out all the cool clubs that we have, including, for example, our student newspaper, which receives accolades every year and was actually just featured in a really cool article if you want to click on that. Don't forget, on every Monday, we have the Hetrick Martin Institute having student groups. So every Monday, all you have to do is, you look right there, is email Vince Nicosia, and then it's right there, his email, and schedule yourself for Monday. Let's see. Finally, we have some student service projects that we always want to promote, right? This time, there's the Dillers Program and Interfaith Food Pantry of the Oranges. So lots of people always do lots of, donations in December right before the holidays, but then it gets kind of, lonely in January. People start to forget about the needy. So we want to really help our junior Dara Brownstein, who's part of the Diller program. It's a leadership development program through the Jewish Federation of Greater Metro West. As a group, they're running a food drive. And so please drop off food. There'll be a bin right outside of Columbia High School, right outside our front doors during school hours. So drop it off there. We would love to collect it for Deborah. So thank you. And then, of course, we always love to celebrate our student achievements. I got this great video from a student in Miss McNamara's English class, right, Deborah? Had this awesome student video that she worked on about Black voices. And then from there, it morphed into her own business. I think entrepreneurial know-how is such a great skill for all of our students. So check out Tenolia Productions. It's a great new business from one of our very own students. So pretty neat things. You can find the link again right down there. Okay. If you want Columbia High School merchandise, though, don't forget the Cougar Shop is always open and provides online resource for your gear, your merch, and it really supports our seniors for project graduation. As always, every day there's lunch provided here for all students for free. Come on down to the high school from 12:15 to 2:45 on school days, and you'll be able to get that. Now, for the holidays, I got one of my favorite things I got was this cool book about Cuban sayings, right? It's something that really reminded me of what my parents would say. Things like, me importa tres pepinos, which means, yeah, it matters like 3 cucumbers, which is not a lot, right? And but one of the phrases that isn't in this book, which is one of my favorites, is en la lucha, right? And it's something that someone would say, "Oye, Paco, ¿cómo está? Hey, Frank, how are you?" And the response would be, "Yeah, en la lucha," right? Which means in the wrestling. It means, in the fight, in the struggle. And so I bring that up because even though 2020 was a dumpster fire of a year, and we all know that 2021 will be much better, there is something about 2020 that we should value, and it's how it made us stronger, how it made us more resilient. And I think, perseverance is a great skill that we can take from 2020 and move to 2021. So even though it might seem that en la lucha is this pessimistic view or negative view, it's not, right? For Cubans, it's like, hey, things are tough, but I'm fighting it, and I'm fighting it with a smile. So I think that's for me, my resolution is to keep having a smile and to keep being resilient, to keep being en la lucha. And so I hope all of you, we've had a tough 2020. I hope all of you pivot into a very positive 2021, but ready with your resiliency. That's all I got. Mr. Sanchez, I hope you had a great week, and I look forward